Now, back to the experiment proper. Using Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. What we have here, we have a piece of magnet. This is a core with numbers of turns of wire. This is a multimeter, and you can see that the multimeter is placed under the alternating current within. So if you place it on DC, you will not get. You will not, if you put on this DC voltage, you can never get your readings. So you have to be very careful. We are not using galvanometer, we are using a multimeter, digital multimeter. So let's get the ball rolling. It stated that once there is a rate of change in a coil, the rate of change of a magnet in a coil, it gives a particular amount of voltage. So let's try it. Once you place this magnet here, you can see that it's reading voltage. And under law, we state that once the magnet is in a stationary or is not moving, you just leave it there. The voltage will now be what? Zero. Let's just drop it inside and leave it. Discover that it's not producing any voltage. So by the time I move this magnet out of this coil, it will read and at the same time it will go back to zero. So let's place it back again so that it's producing voltage. So once you place the magnet faster like this, it will produce a higher voltage. So let's make the magnet constant fluctuation, or let's put the magnet in and out of the coil like this. So you can see that the voltage is up to about 300, and the highest we got was 300. That is 133, 200 and above. So that's for the experiment. It's very easy. So before I carry out experiment, discover that I come up with a principle, Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Let's go back to our physics textbook so that you can come up with a good experiment. Thank God we have everything in our hands to carry out this little experiment. So the question now is, can we now continue to place this thing to get this voltage? So how do we now sustain this voltage? How do we now sustain this voltage? How do we now make this voltage constant? We can't be using our own hands to make this. We can't be doing it manually. So it means that if you go some YouTube, you discover that some people they use a DC motor. So I believe when we use a battery and plug it and put a magnet in it and make the magnet to rotate inside this coil, the voltage will be constant. So thank you. This is Source Votech. I believe next experiment we'll think of how we can sustain this voltage, not just to sustain the voltage, at the same time we'll make sure that the voltage is above this millivolts. So mind you, this voltage that is reading is not up to 1 voltage. So it's less than 1000 millivolts. 1000 millivolts makes 1 voltage. So we'll see how we can increase this voltage so that we can produce a particular amount of current. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.